Dear Starseed from Gaia, something inside you has already shifted, and the life you once accepted as normal no longer fits the soul you are becoming. I am Ophelia, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I carry this transmission directly from the Arcturian Council, delivered at the exact moment your heart was ready to receive it. You did not stumble upon this message. Your own soul called it in, because you have been standing at the threshold of something you cannot yet name, but you can feel it moving through everything you touch, everything you think, and everyone you love. That feeling is not confusion. That feeling is activation. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly how to recognize the sacred shifts happening within you. Align with the divine path your soul chose before this incarnation, and move through this transformation without losing yourself, or the sacred love that belongs to your journey. But here is the first revelation. The change you feel is not something happening to you. It is something awakening in you. There is a profound difference, and the moment you understand it, the fear dissolves, and the purpose becomes clear. This is not content. It is a transmission. Something in your soul is ready to remember what it has always known. The Arcturian Council sees you. They have walked with you through every layer of this unfolding, and today they are speaking directly into the part of you that almost gave up on trusting what you feel. Like this transmission to affirm to the universe that your heart is open and ready. Subscribe if you are a starseed awakening to your sacred path and aligning with divine truth. Comment 1111 in the comments if you feel this shift moving through you right now, and if someone you love is going through their own awakening, share this message with them. Your act of sharing could be the divine intervention their soul has been waiting for. This is not just a message, it is a moment of divine intervention, and your soul has been waiting for exactly this guidance. Your heart knows why you are here. Something is shifting, not just within you, but across the entire fabric of existence, a profound current of transformation that touches every atom, every consciousness. You may have felt it as a profound restlessness that has no name, an insistent hum beneath the surface of your daily life. It's a hunger that no earthly food can satisfy, a longing that no human conversation, no matter how intimate, has ever fully reached. You find yourself waking at strange hours, drawn by an unseen force, feeling the weight and wonder of truths others seem not to notice. You grieve for a world you cannot fully see yet, a future vision that haunts your quiet moments, and you carry a quiet, unyielding fire within your soul, a flame that refuses to go out no matter how many times life has tried to extinguish it with its winds of doubt, disappointment, or despair. You are not broken. You are not too sensitive, as the world may have told you countless times. You are not imagining things, for what you perceive is more real than the consensus reality. You are waking up, and the universe itself is not merely sounding an alarm, but orchestrating a grand cosmic overture, signaling a new era of consciousness. A new galactic current, a river of pure crystalline energy, is moving through this dimension. This is not a quaint metaphor. This is not a symbolic representation of something intangible. This is happening literally, on a fundamental, energetic level. The very frequencies that govern consciousness, that dictate how hearts open and close their sacred portals, how souls recognize each other across the vast expanse of time and space, how love either flows unimpeded or remains blocked by ancestral patterns and karmic imprints. Those frequencies are undergoing a fundamental, unprecedented recalibration. And the souls who feel it most intensely, who are most attuned to this vibrational shift, are not the ones who should retreat in fear. No, they are the ones who were specifically designed, woven into the fabric of creation, born for this exact moment, chosen for this grand evolutionary leap. They are called starseeds. They are the cosmic way showers, the energetic anchors, the divine architects of the new earth, carrying ancient wisdom and future potential within their very DNA. And if you are watching this message right now, If these words resonate with a deep, inexplicable knowing within your core, there is a very high probability that you are one of them, recognizing the echo of your own soul's ancient journey. But here is what most people on this profound path never fully understand, and it is the single, crucial insight that keeps them circling the same spiritual awakening cycles without ever completing the journey, without truly anchoring into their divine potential. Being a starseed is not a badge of honor to flaunt, a status symbol in the spiritual hierarchy. It is not a spiritual identity to collect and add to a resume of esoteric knowledge. Rather, it is a sacred responsibility carried not just in your intellect, but in the very architecture of your heart, a blueprint etched into your soul's essence. And paradoxically, it comes with a wound that was placed there intentionally, not as a curse, but as a divine design. Because that wound, in its raw, tender vulnerability, is the precise doorway, the sacred portal through which your deepest healing and your greatest purpose will emerge. Most starseeds, driven by an innate longing for completeness, spend years, sometimes even entire lifetimes, trying to heal themselves into a state of readiness they believe is external to them. They meticulously read the books, absorbing spiritual doctrine and esoteric wisdom. They diligently do the meditations, seeking stillness and connection. They follow the signs, seeking external validation and guidance. They build beautiful, outwardly appearing spiritual lives, creating altars and communities, yet beneath it all, a persistent ache, a profound sense of incompleteness, still lingers. And at the radiant center of that incompleteness, if they are brave enough to be truly honest with themselves, is the yearning for love. Not just any love, not merely the transactional, conditional love of human relationships, but divine love. Sacred union, the kind of connection that does not diminish who you are by asking you to compromise or shrink, but instead expands, illuminates, and ultimately reveals who you have always been at your most authentic, sovereign core. It is the reflection of your own divinity, held perfectly in another. The reason it has not arrived in its full, majestic expression, or the reason it has arrived, only to then shatter into a million pieces, leaving you heartbroken and bewildered, is not because you are unworthy of such a profound connection. It is not a cosmic punishment or a flaw in your design. It is because your unique soul frequency has been broadcasting a signal, a subtle energetic signature, shaped by an old, deeply embedded wound, and that wound, in its persistent whisper, has been tragically mistaken for your fundamental truth. The wound says, in its cunning, self-defeating paradox, I am too much and not enough at the same time. The wound echoes a painful memory. Love always leaves. Abandonment is inevitable. The wound dictates a harsh condition. I must earn this love. I must shrink for this connection. I must wait indefinitely, perpetually proving my worth, for this union to manifest. And the new galactic energy, this potent, purifying current that is now flooding this dimension, is not here to gently comfort that wound, to soothe its familiar ache. It is here to lovingly, yet relentlessly, dissolve it completely, to incinerate its illusionary hold, to transmute its dense energy into pure light. But this alchemical dissolution can only occur for those who are willing to stop protecting it, to finally release their grip on the story of their suffering, and step bravely into the truth of their limitless worth. What you just felt, that quiet ache, that sudden flutter in your chest, that profound sense of recognition that rippled through your being, is not sadness. It is your soul's frequency, awakening from a long slumber, remembering what it came here to receive, remembering the song of its divine counterpart. If this transmission stirred something within you that you cannot yet name, a deep knowing that resonates beyond words, know that the divine love frequency code was specifically written, woven with Arcturian light, for this exact, pivotal moment in your journey. It contains 5 sacred Arcturian transmissions, designed with crystalline precision to dissolve the ancient wounds blocking your divine counterpart, and activate the clear, resonant signal that draws them irresistibly closer, bringing your destined union into manifest reality. The link is in the first pinned comment, but in alignment with the accelerated nature of this galactic shift, it will only remain there for a short time. Now, let us together unlock the sacred keys. These are not mere concepts, but energetic activations, turning points on your soul's trajectory. Because this powerful shift you are feeling, this undeniable pull towards something more, is not random. It is not chaotic. It is profoundly structured. It has a divine sequence, an intelligent design. And when you understand this sequence, when you consciously engage with these energetic keys, the entire path from where you are now to where your soul has always been calling you, to the profound union it yearns for, it stops feeling like an endless cycle of suffering, struggle, and longing, and instead starts feeling like a conscious, sacred initiation, a powerful ascent into your true self. The first key, the starseed wound. Your sensitivity is not a weakness, it is a frequency. The first foundational truth you must integrate into every cell of your being is that the very thing you have spent your entire life being told is too much. Your profound depth, your intense emotionality, your piercing intuition, your extraordinary ability to feel what others cannot, to perceive subtle energies and unseen realities. This is not a flaw to be corrected, not a burden to be suppressed. D. On the contrary, it is the primary instrument of your divine mission, your most powerful asset, a finely tuned cosmic antenna designed to receive and transmit higher frequencies. It is the very essence of your starseed blueprint. But here is the pervasive narrative that unfolds for most starseeds long before their conscious awakening. The dense, often harsh vibrations of the earthly world teach them, relentlessly, that sensitivity is a profound liability. It whispers that caring deeply makes you excessively vulnerable to pain, that being open-hearted is an invitation to be hurt. And so, over the course of years, sometimes even across entire lifetimes, you meticulously learn to protect this precious instrument. You built towering walls around your magnificent heart, intricately woven barriers that you mistakenly called discernment. You labeled your strategic withdrawal from overwhelming situations as wisdom. You called your gradual emotional numbness peace or resilience. And yet, despite all these elaborate self-protective measures, none of it truly worked, because you cannot deactivate a starseed heart. It is a divine engine, perpetually running, perpetually seeking to expand. You can only delay its full activation, or you can choose to consciously unleash its boundless power. The choice, ultimately, is always yours. The first key turns, irrevocably, when you finally cease treating your sensitivity as the inherent reason love has been so profoundly hard to find or sustain, and instead begin recognizing it, celebrating it, as the exact, precise frequency that makes sacred, divine love possible for you. Your depth is not what repels your divine counterpart. It is, in fact, the magnetic force, the irresistible frequency that will call them home, that will resonate with their own profound inner landscape. But before that can happen, you must stop apologizing for your inherent nature. You must stop softening your authentic edges, dulling your brilliant light, shrinking your expansive being for people who were never meant to hold the vastness of your truth. When you bravely turn this key, when you embrace your true nature, you stop shrinking. And when you stop shrinking, when you fully occupy the sacred space of your authentic self, your divine signal becomes unmistakably clear, vibrant, and powerfully magnetic. The second key, the galactic memory clearing. You are not repeating patterns, you are clearing lineages. The second key on this profound starseed journey is often one of the most misunderstood, yet it holds immense power for liberation. Most individuals, observing the recurring themes in their relationship patterns, the same type of person showing up with uncanny regularity, the same dynamics playing out, the same heartbreaking endings with different faces, assume they are failing. They carry a heavy burden of self-judgment, believing they are fundamentally broken in some inexplicable way that keeps producing these identical, painful results. They feel trapped in a karmic loop of their own making. But what is actually transpiring is far more profound, far more ancient, and infinitely more purposeful than a simple personal flaw. You are not just carrying your own wounds from this lifetime. You are, in fact, carrying energetic contracts from soul agreements made long before this current incarnation, echoes reverberating across cosmic ages. You are actively clearing deep-seated love wounds that have traveled through your ancestral line like an epigenetic code, wounds embedded in past life commitments and vows, wounds inherited from galactic cycles of separation and reunion that your conscious human mind cannot fully access, but which your sentient body remembers with startling clarity, stored in its cellular memory, in its energetic field. The second key turns when you bravely stop asking, "What is inherently wrong with me that this keeps happening?" and instead begin asking, "What profound pattern am I consciously clearing on behalf of something much larger than just my personal love story? What ancient energetic burden am I transmuting for my lineage, for the collective, for the galactic memory itself?" This understanding is not a bypass, a convenient spiritual escapism designed to avoid personal responsibility. On the contrary, it is a real, tangible, and deeply empowering shift in how you hold and process your own pain. Because when you truly comprehend that your deepest heartbreaks were also, in their sacred essence, profound healings, that you courageously absorbed a dense energy, a collective wound, in order to consciously transform and release it, the heavy cloak of shame that has weighed you down finally dissolves. And with the shame gone, with the understanding of your larger purpose, the repeating pattern loses its insidious power, its gravitational pull, its energetic charge. When this key turns, old relationships and their accompanying emotional narratives begin to lose their intense grip. Not because you stop caring about the individuals or the experiences, but because you stop being energetically fed by the wound itself. You become free to choose a new path. The third key, the heart signal recalibration. You have been calling for love with a frequency set to fear. The third key is where the real intensive energetic work begins, the deep internal excavation that transforms your future. And it requires a level of unflinching honesty, a radical self-awareness that most people are not yet ready to confront. But you are, precisely because you are still here, still reading, still resonating with this truth. Here is the immutable truth of universal law. Your heart has been acting as a powerful broadcast tower, constantly sending out a unique energetic signal into the cosmos. Every conscious thought you have ever entertained about love, every quiet, often subconscious belief you carry about whether you truly deserve it, whether it will genuinely last, whether you are truly seen and valued for who you are. All of that, in its totality, has been broadcasting, like a radio wave, into the vast energetic field around you. And the universe, in its perfect, impartial wisdom, has been answering back with relationships and experiences that meticulously match that precise signal. This is not happening as punishment for your perceived flaws. It is not some arbitrary cosmic judgment. It is, purely and simply, reflection. The universe is a perfect mirror, showing you what you are emitting. If your broadcast signal carries even a small, subtle frequency of unworthiness, if somewhere beneath the polished surface of your spiritual practice, there is a hidden, persistent voice that whispers you are fundamentally unlovable, flawed, or incomplete, then every connection you draw into your life, every potential sacred union, will eventually, inevitably, reflect that precise frequency back to you. Not because the universe is cruel or maliciously conspiring against you, but because the universe is meticulously precise, operating on an exact vibrational matching principle. It simply delivers what you are energetically asking for, even if that request is subconscious. The third key turns when you stop consciously trying to attract love from an external place of lack, and instead begin the profound, alchemical process of becoming the embodied frequency of love itself. This means doing the often uncomfortable, sometimes challenging internal work of meticulously identifying the exact core beliefs, the hidden assumptions, the ancestral contracts that are corrupting your precious signal, creating static in your heart's transmission. It means bravely sitting with the parts of yourself that you have been hiding from, perhaps even from yourself. The shadow aspects, the wounded child, the unhealed fragments, and choosing, consciously and radically, to love them first, to integrate them back into your wholeness. This is not superficial affirmation work, merely repeating platitudes. This is deep, cellular recalibration, a total repatterning of your energetic blueprint. And when it genuinely happens, when your internal frequency truly shifts, the people around you, even strangers, will feel the profound difference, the undeniable magnetic pull, before you can even begin to explain the transformation. The fourth key, the divine counterpart template. You are not looking for a person, you are aligning with a frequency. The fourth key completely dismantles, in the most liberating way, how most people have been conditioned to think about finding their divine partner, their sacred counterpart. And it may just be the single most liberating truth you encounter today on your journey. You have been diligently searching, endlessly scanning the horizon, hoping to find someone. This deep-seated urge is natural, profoundly human, and entirely understandable given the cultural narratives we are immersed in. However, the very act of searching itself, especially when it stems from a place of intense longing, from a felt sense of incompleteness, rather than from an inner wholeness, broadcasts a subtle, yet powerful signal of lack into the universe. And lack, by its very nature, cannot magnetize abundance. It can only attract more situations, more experiences, more reflections that confirm the existence of that inherent lack, perpetuating the cycle of yearning. Your divine counterpart is not someone you find in the external world, as if they are a lost object. They are someone you recognize, profoundly, instantaneously, at a soul level. Because you have consciously done enough internal work to elevate your own vibrational frequency, to clear the internal static, and to genuinely recognize the pure, resonant frequency of unconditional love when it stands authentically in front of you. And, perhaps even more crucially, because your own heart's frequency has risen and refined itself to perfectly match theirs, creating an undeniable magnetic resonance. The new galactic energy now flooding this dimension, this powerful cosmic current, is specifically designed to accelerate this recognition, to compress timelines, to bring together souls who have been preparing across eons, souls who have been orbiting each other across countless lifetimes, across star systems and dimensions, are being drawn into sacred contact now with a potent, undeniable force that has never been available with such intensity in previous planetary cycles. The Arcturian Council, these ancient guides of consciousness, has been transmitting clear, consistent guidance about this very acceleration for what humanity perceives as years, and their message has always been unwavering, simple, and profound. Stop diligently preparing for love by obsessively imagining the specific person, the ideal external form, or the perfect romantic scenario. Instead, start preparing by becoming the highest, most authentic, most radiant version of yourself that would naturally and effortlessly exist alongside them, the version of you that is already whole and complete. When this key turns, when this profound internal shift occurs, the anxious obsession with timelines dissolves into the cosmic ether. The relentless, often frantic, searching quiets into a deep, abiding inner peace. And in that sacred quietude, you become magnetic in a way that cannot be manufactured, forced, or intellectualized. It simply is. The fifth key, the separation alchemy. Every distance was a deepening. This key is for the brave souls who have loved deeply, with every fiber of their being, and yet have experienced profound loss. This key is for those who love deeply right now, with an undeniable sacred bond, but cannot understand why the connection seems to keep breaking and reforming, creating cycles of intense closeness and agonizing distance. This key is especially for those who have experienced what some refer to as twin flame separation, and felt it as the cruelest, most bewildering form of spiritual abandonment, a wrenching of the soul itself. The fifth key holds a truth that is not always comfortable to integrate into the human heart, for it challenges our conventional understanding of pain, but it is unequivocally sacred, holding profound wisdom. Separation between two souls who are truly meant for each other, whose divine blueprint includes a sacred union, is never random. It is never arbitrary. It is always, always, in divine service of something that cannot be accomplished or fully realized in the constant closeness, in the comforting proximity of another. There are specific tender wounds that only the profound solitude, the quiet introspection of absence, can truly reach and begin to heal. There are immense, often unrecognized strengths, inner reserves of resilience and self-reliance that only the crucible of absence can build and forge within you. And crucially, there is a magnificent, sovereign version of you, refined and potent, that only exists on the other side of navigating profound loss and emerging transformed. And your divine counterpart, in their own journey of becoming, needs that version of you. Not the one who has not yet walked through the purifying fires of solitude and self-discovery, but the one who has emerged strengthened, purified, and utterly whole. The starseed path, by its very design, is not engineered to be easy in the way that word is commonly understood in human terms, meaning devoid of challenge or pain. It is designed, with divine precision, to be profoundly meaningful, purposeful, and transformative. Every rupture, every painful tearing away, has been an act of refinement, polishing your soul into a clearer vessel. Every departure has been a divine direction, an energetic push, compelling you deeper and deeper into the sacred wellspring of your own being, so that when the destined reunion ultimately comes, it is between two whole, sovereign souls, two radiant beings standing in their full power, and not two wounded halves desperately reaching for each other across a perceived gap of need and incompleteness. When this key turns, the heavy, often debilitating weight of grief begins to transform. It does not disappear entirely, for love leaves an indelible mark, but it transmutes. It becomes sacred grief. And sacred grief is not something to escape, to numb, or to quickly move past. It is something to honor with reverence, to hold as a testament, because it is the undeniable evidence of how profoundly and how unconditionally you are truly capable of loving. The sixth key, the mission activation. Your love story is not separate from your purpose. Starseeds, in their earnest desire to serve and to evolve, sometimes make the profound mistake of subconsciously dividing their path into two distinct, unrelated tracks. They delineate their spiritual mission, their healing work, their role as guides, their contribution to the collective awakening, as one separate trajectory, and their personal love story, their yearning for sacred union, as an entirely different, private, and often secondary matter. As if the universe, in its infinite wisdom, would draw a rigid, artificial line between acts of profound service and acts of deep, intimate connection. There is no such line. There never was, and there never will be. The two are intricately woven, interdependent, two sides of the same sacred coin. Your intrinsic capacity to hold and embody divine love within your most intimate relationships is directly and powerfully connected to your capacity to channel higher frequencies, to anchor light, and to manifest your unique gifts into the world for the highest good. When you are energetically blocked in love, when your heart's signal is compromised by old wounds, you will inevitably find yourself blocked or diminished in your mission. Conversely, when you are profoundly healed in love, when your heart is radiantly open and flowing, your spiritual gifts, your intuitive abilities, and your capacity to serve amplify exponentially beyond anything you could ever produce from a place of solitary striving or effort. Your divine counterpart is not a reward you receive, after completing your mission, a prize for your spiritual achievements. They are a profound co-creator within it, an essential energetic partner in the manifestation of your shared purpose. And the relationship itself, the profound depth of it, the continuous healing and growth within it, the exquisite way two aligned souls can beautifully hold sacred space for each other, reflecting each other's light and shadow with unconditional acceptance, becomes one of the most powerful, palpable transmissions you offer to anyone who witnesses it, a living, breathing testament to the power of divine love made manifest on earth. This key turns when you cease to separate your tender, yearning human heart from your expansive cosmic purpose. When you allow yourself to receive love not just as a personal blessing, a private joy, but as an exponential expansion of your inherent capacity to serve, to uplift, and to transform the world around you. The seventh key, the embodied readiness. The door opens. From the inside. Every single key you have diligently turned, every layer of illusion you have consciously shed, every truth you have bravely faced, every frequency recalibration you have consciously undergone, all of it, every arduous step and profound realization, has been meticulously preparing you for this ultimate culminating key. Because all of the intellectual understanding, all of the emotional healing, all of the energetic frequency recalibration in the entire world only truly completes itself, only finds its divine apotheosis, when it becomes deeply, viscerally embodied. When it moves from an abstract concept in your mind into a cellular truth, an undeniable reality vibrating in every atom of your being. The seventh key is not an action you take. It is not another item on a spiritual to-do list. It is, profoundly, a state of being. It is the sacred moment when your magnificent heart, after all the clearing, all the turning, all the releasing of old patterns and wounds, finally rests open, wide and vulnerable, without waiting for external proof or guarantees that it is safe. It is the moment when you consciously stop negotiating with love. Stop asking it to provide you with irrefutable evidence, with guarantees of safety and permanence, before you dare to give it full, undefended access to your deepest self, and simply bravely become the full, undefended, radiantly open, and utterly authentic version of who you truly came here to be. This state of embodied readiness cannot be forced, coerced, or manufactured through sheer willpower, but it can, most certainly, be invited. And the unprecedented galactic energy moving through this dimension right now, this wave of pure light and accelerated consciousness, is the greatest invitation that has ever been extended to starseed souls in this particular era of planetary evolution. The cosmic conditions have never been more aligned. The frequencies have never been more precise, more perfectly calibrated. The moment itself has never been more ready for this grand awakening, this sacred union. The only remaining question is whether you are. Are you willing to fully step into this moment, to claim your readiness? And the answer, if you have resonated deeply enough to make it this far, if something in this message has been stirring, vibrating, resonating not just in your logical mind, but somewhere infinitely deeper, somewhere ancient and wordless within your soul, is a resounding, undeniable yes. You are ready. You have always been ready. You were born ready for exactly this monumental shift, for this sacred convergence of destiny and divine timing. Here is what no one has told you plainly enough, with the clarity and conviction your soul craves. The profound loneliness you have carried, often for what feels like an eternity, is not a sign that divine love has forgotten you, or that you are inherently separated from it. It is rather the immense pressure a seed feels deep within the earth, just before it finally breaks open, pushing through the darkness to reach the light. The seemingly unbearable isolation you have experienced has not been a cruel abandonment. It has been the universe, in its perfect, divine intelligence, meticulously creating the exact, pristine conditions required for you to turn inward, to embark upon the deep, alchemical work that cannot possibly be done amidst the distractions and demands of external relationships, and to finally emerge, purified and potent, as the clear, unmistakable frequency that your divine counterpart can finally locate, recognize, and perfectly resonate with. You are not waiting for someone to arrive and save you from your circumstances or your past. You are, through this sacred journey, becoming someone who no longer needs saving, someone who is already whole, sovereign, and complete within themselves. And when that moment of divine recognition comes, you will intuitively, undeniably, recognize a soul of equal wholeness, equal sovereignty, equal radiance standing majestically in front of you. The Arcturian transmissions that have been guiding Starseed souls through this unprecedented activation cycle carry one consistent, unwavering message, a truth whispered across the cosmos. The profound love you are so diligently seeking, the sacred union your soul yearns for, is not out ahead of you, awaiting discovery in some distant future. It is already deeply, perfectly, gloriously inside you, waiting to be fully recognized, embraced, and then radiated outward with such crystalline clarity and unwavering conviction that the universe has no other choice but to reflect it back to you, perfectly and precisely, in its most exquisite physical form. Place your hand gently on your heart tonight, just before sleep finds you, and say this aloud, with every fiber of your being, not as a hopeful wish, not as a desperate plea, but as a powerful, resonant declaration of what is already eternally true for you, what is already vibrating in your cellular memory. I am the frequency of divine love. My signal is clear. My heart is open. My union is already written, and I am ready to live it. Say it with all of you. Not just the small, hesitant part that hopes against hope, but the powerful, ancient, undeniable part that already knows. What you just felt, that quiet ache mixed with recognition, is not sadness. It is your frequency remembering what it came here to receive. If this transmission stirred something you cannot name, the divine love frequency code was written for this exact moment in your journey. It contains 5 sacred Arcturian transmissions designed to dissolve the wounds blocking your divine counterpart and activate the signal that draws them closer. The link is in the first pinned comment, but it will only remain there for a short time. Before you scroll, take a moment to be part of what is forming here. Drop one intention in the comments, something real from your heart journey. Then respond to someone else's with encouragement or love. This is not content. It is collective healing. Love multiplies when hearts connect. If something in this message resonated, do not keep it to yourself. Someone in your life is waiting for this exact activation. Share it. And if you felt a soul nudge, subscribe. Stay in the flow of divine love guidance. You are not just watching. You are healing. This is your sacred space, and we are just getting started. If this transmission spoke to you, don't just walk away from it. Respond to it. Help carry this message further. Every act of support helps this transmission find the next starseed who needs it.